Greetings shippers, welcome back, and it's time for a rarity on this channel, the impromptu video, but I just got back from seeing Avengers Infinity War, and well, I need a hug, and I thought maybe you could use a hug too. So I thought what better way to have some fun after this film than exploring some of the ships that have popped up because of it, or rather ships that are going to be popping up in fanfiction and art more frequently than ever. Now of course it goes without saying, as the film was released recently at the time of this recording, no spoilers please. Hold them inside. We can talk about all of it in a month or so. Give people time. Give them time. Now when it comes to this movie that some have labeled as the most ambitious crossover of all time, whatever people feel about that, it was interesting to see many of the characters interact. You don't get to see all of them interact, but a good deal. Speaking of, on my side as well, spoiler warning, because we might intimate some things, and if you don't want to know anything, not even who talks to who, then get out now. It's time to leave. Out and out. So, ships to watch following Avengers Infinity War. Well, one that is definitely going to skyrocket and already existed is definitely Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. Let me tell you, all the sass, facial hair beard bros, scenes together, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of a lot. And yes, don't worry, the cape is still a character. Another ship that may have a resurgence is Science Bros. Science Bros is a classic ship in the MCU and has been around for a long time, but it's waned slightly in terms of new works being produced. But Avengers Infinity War may change that. For those anticipating Stark, well, your mileage may vary. What's there may be enough, or it may not be. It really depends. We have Star Mora for our het lovers out there, and there are certain mainstream ships that are going to have enough moments that people are going to be writing their own fix-its or interpretations, and of course those are the big ones. Stony, Stucky, Forky, and it's going to be interesting to see what form these fics take, because it's not necessarily a spoiler to say that this film ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. A big cliffhanger. Lots of cliffs. People hanging off of them. So it's going to be a very intriguing time in fan fiction because there's going to be a lot of fix-its and extrapolations, which is always fascinating to see how close these fics are or aren't from what ultimately ends up happening. And this goes for the relationships. Let me tell you, the flip phone still exists, and it's a plot point. Get excited. T'Chaki is definitely another one to watch for. We also have Winter Witch on the Femslash side, and there is more Femslash, potentially an OT3. I'm not going to tell you of who, but potential OT3 material, guys. Now, there may be some ships that people will be disappointed with. They didn't get as much screen time. Stucky is definitely going to be one of those ships, but that's what fix-its are for. Scarlet Vision is another ship for people to watch out for, one that is very popular both in fandom and canon, so it's definitely going to have a lot going on after this film. Now, since this is more a vlog and we're just kind of casually chatting, I have to know, without any spoilers of course, have you guys seen it? Are you planning on seeing it? Are you burnt out of the MCU? Are you just done? Do you already have your ships? Are you looking for new ships? Or does that just kind of happen naturally for you? And of course, what did you come out shipping? If anything, was this a film that drove you to ship? It is a big, giant, epic, not quite. It's definitely an event though. It is an event comic made manifest on screen, which is something to say in itself. Good or bad, it has yet to be seen. For me, the dominant pairing based on what was presented to work with in the film was definitely Doctor Strange and Tony Stark, but that is just my opinion. You may have had a completely different one, so please let me know what you came out with down below. And I want to know what you think it is because I'll do a video on it. So let me know. I'm working on Forky right now, but I want to know what other MCU pairing that we haven't covered already you want to hear about. So please share all of your thoughts down below so I know which MCU pairing we need to have a chit chat about. Don't forget to tune in on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. EST where we do a weekly live stream. We won't discuss this movie yet. Again, we gotta give people time. Some people like to wait till the theaters clear out to go and see their movie, which I understand. Although you do miss the enthusiastic crowd who cheers at everything, including when Cap shows up with his beard. His magnificent beard. Maybe the true pairing is Cap X beard. I mean, Doctor Strange and his cape is definitely still a ship. That's right, crack shippers. I got you. And of course, just in general, let me know how you're enjoying the fandom post this film. Thank you so much for just sitting here with me as I got back from this movie. I literally just sat down to film. My husband was like, go film, because you're just gonna keep talking about this. And I don't think you need to hear all about the ships. So I knew you guys would probably appreciate it a lot more. Thank you so much for watching. There is much excitement coming up very soon. As I said, Thorky, there is Grindeldor, and of course, much more. So stay tuned and let's get to the outro. Bye-bye. This has been Shipper's Guide to the Galaxy. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Special thanks to all of my patrons, names on the side. Thanks so much for helping me make this increase in videos possible. Don't forget to join me on Tuesdays where we do the live stream, and of course stay tuned, for there are as many ships out there as there are stars in the sky.